Let's go!
Yeah.
For those of you that want to know what the war was all about, it's like this, y'all.
Russia was in turmoil and it lasted for years. Many classes and czars left the people in tears. These issues and more fueled longing for change. It's the Russian Revolution, so remember the name.
Tsar Nicholas II wanted autocracy. His main mission was to industrialize quickly. The people were unhappy and they wanted change. In spite of the fact Tsar Nicholas kept remaining the same. So frustrated, they arranged a march. It's not just the economy, working conditions were bad, so they made some noise. Calling out injustices and petitioning for change, they were fired upon, but ended up being destroyed. Tensions were already brewing from losses a year ago. When Russia broke their treaty, Japan countered with a blow. Russia-Japanese War and Bloody Sunday were the last straws. The people revolted and Tsar Nicholas had to change some laws.
He guaranteed more freedoms and composed a congress, but later entered World War I. The army wasn't the strongest. Tsar Nicholas moved to the war front to give his troops more hope, trying to rule Russia. Tsarina couldn't cope with the burden of her son. Ill with disease, Rasputin cured his hemophilia, bringing him ease, which gained Alexandria's trust and political power. But the Romanov dynasty collapsed when the people favored
provisional government for order and peace, but Kerensky refused war involvement to cease. He lost his support and Russia lacked a sturdy government. Things were looking down, then came Vladimir Lenin.
Russia was in turmoil and it lasted for years. Many classes and czars left the people in tears. These issues and more fueled longing for change. It's the Russian Revolution, so remember the name.
Lenin signed an agreement, the Treaty of Russain, which withdrew Russia from war with 1/4 less than before. He believed in Marxist communism. The old government was poor, so he overthrew it, but Bolshevik rule left Russia torn.
Some weren't ready for change, at least the one that was made. Some wanted democracy or czars, but they all conveyed the desire to oppose the Reds' radical invade. They united in disapproval and resisted unafraid. War! With Bolshevik domination against Russia's joint aggravation and help of other nations. Krusty commended Bolshevik success with the army retired, but 14 million died because they shot first and asked later.
Lenin made the Cheka, a secret police that used violence and terror to question the opposing belief. They struck fear into people by any means devised and expressed citizens' lack of constitutional rights.
Economy was left destroyed, so Lenin had to restore order. Harsh conditions were tiring. He had to prevent a revolt and make the NEP, but capitalism made communists start conspiring. Stalin, man of steel, ordered Trotsky's assassination so he could ruthlessly rule in the government's position. As a leader, he set harsh 5-year plans and output mission with ridiculous working positions. Stalin murdered millions. It was widespread arrests. Called the Great Purges, people were forced to confess. To work in the gulags and be persecuted. Stalin was so brutal, his own family was executed.
Russia was in turmoil and it lasted for years. Many classes and czars left the people in tears. These issues and more fueled longing for change. It's the Russian Revolution, so remember the